getting closer to Driven. One day away. We beat my expectations that I had for myself. We as a team, we beat them. You know, the quality of a leader is setting expectations, creating a vision for people to get enrolled into it and follow it, people to believe in it. To me, that's what a leader does. A leader creates a culture that people want to be part of it, and enrolls its drive to its vision, and everybody believes in it. Everybody fights for it, bleeds for it, sweats for it, sleeps on it. And there's some that do it more than others, and there might be some that are not going to do it. You know, there's going to be people that are going to be employees and they're just going to be 8 to 5, and that's totally fine, and they're just going to go there, work, start at 8, it's 5, and it's time to go home. But there's going to be people that are going to want a piece of the company. There's going to be people that are going to be future equity holders, future owners of the company. They're going to believe in the vision all in. And there's a difference between the two. And nothing wrong against one or the other, but only you know who you are. You know, and obviously, depending on how hard you believe in it, depending on how hard you work, depending on how hard you want it, is going to determine how much equity you get. And all the companies that have made it big, huge, I'm talking billions and billions of dollars, have made it big because they were they were a team, they were a company. For example, one of our latest speakers, our last speaker, I never say last because life is full of surprises, but the last speaker that I introduced, Bobby Castro, he was owner of the company and got paid out, I believe it was 17%. It's either 17 or 18% of $1 billion. Okay, so he got paid out on it, and which equal to 9 figures. You know, he has 9 figures in his bank account, multiple 9 figures in his bank account. So how do you do that? He was 18%, 17% owner of the company. That was his part. Okay, he wasn't 100%. He was not a solopreneur. He did not have one employee. He had many employees. He had a company. He built it from scratch. He's gonna speak at Driven. Driven's a day from now. Okay, everybody. I think everybody, if not a high percentage, maybe 90% of the speakers at Driven, all started businesses from scratch. And if you guys know me well, or if you guys are new to me, I only study people that started businesses from scratch. I do not study people that were handed a business. I don't study people that were handed a business or that took a business from multi 7 figures to the next level. And why would I do that? Because I don't want to learn from somebody that's not doing what I'm doing. I want to learn from somebody that I can learn from. I cannot learn from somebody that was handed a business, or somebody that was handed everything from dad or mom or uncle or aunt. Sorry, I left my trunk open so I can close this. So I only learn from people that started a business from scratch. Now, why am I saying this? Because I want to jump into my topic. I'm saying this because Driven is 1 day away, and I'm really pumped up, and I just want to share this message with all of you that I started from nothing. I started from zero. My first language was not English, it was Spanish. That's why my English is not like a white English, you know, like a fluent English. I speak English pretty well. I didn't speak English this well before. I actually had a huge accent, and I still do, but you could understand my English. My Spanish is also not perfect, but you could understand it. Now, the point of this is to tell you, to show you that, hey, just because you're a wetback like me, I mean, I was called a wetback at least. all the white kids used to call me wetback, and even Hispanics, used to call me wetbacks. Hispanics that were born here that pretended not to know English, I was called a wetback. And I have a lot of great white friends. I have black friends. I have Asian friends. I have friends of all ethnicities. And obviously, I'm a grown-up now. I'm not a kid. When I was a kid, I thought they were evil because they used to call me wetback. And my point is that even if you're a wetback, even if you don't have papers, you have to go through all the struggles like I did, and I suffered, and everybody told me that I wasn't gonna do it. I'm just here to show you that you can do it. Okay, you could have a Ferrari or two or a Rolls, live in Beverly Hills, live the life of your dreams, have a lifestyle that you dream of, that a lot of people dream of, have companies, like everything that I have accomplished, I was told that I couldn't do. I was told that I couldn't speak on stage, so I created my own stage. I asked the buddy, you want to partner up and go 50-50? He didn't want to, so I just did it by myself. So everything you think, you feel that you are able to do, you can. You just have to do it. And most people stop when they were 1 inch away from achieving their dreams. So don't be that person. Now, what I wanted to share this morning is, now that I gave you a different lesson, is that you always have to anticipate worst case scenario. If you anticipate, you're gonna be unstoppable. And if you have a lot of confidence, you're even gonna be more unstoppable. And if you have courage, you're gonna be deadly. Just like a lot of the greats, okay? You're gonna be deadly. Now, let me tell you what I mean by anticipating. Anticipating is gonna be the key. Because I anticipate worst case scenario. I anticipate me not having any arms, any legs, no tongue, whatever you can imagine. The stage falls, the Ferrari breaks down, nobody shows up, whatever. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit because that's not gonna happen. But you have to anticipate worst case scenario. When you anticipate everything that can possibly go bad, wrong, then nothing is going to shake you. Nothing is going to surprise you. You're going to be prepared for anything. That's why I'm always preparing myself. I'm always doing self-improvement. I'm always getting better. I'm always working on my weaknesses. Okay, I work on my weaknesses, but I focus on my strengths. I know what my strengths are, and my strengths are going to be my weapons. My strengths are going to be my knockout punch, but my weaknesses I'm going to work on, because those are the ways that you can improve, and that's how you're going to beat your competitors, the people that are trying to put you down, the people that are trying to harm you, the people that are trying to take shortcuts, the people that are quitters, the people that try to be influencers but they're broke. So when you anticipate worst case scenario, nothing is going to be able to surprise you. And when it happens, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm prepared for this. I was thinking about it already. I already have the answer. It's all good. It's all good. So the reason why I say this is because Italia, my daughter, she's 2.5 years old. She got really ill. So she has this bad cough, and she's been like coughing all night, coughing all day. She can't breathe. She doesn't feel good. And obviously she got all of us. She passed that illness to all of us. So that's why my throat is a little bit, you could hear it. I have my whole face congested. My whole face is congested. My body feels a little weak. I don't feel any good. I feel like shit. I feel like crap. My energy is lower. But you know what? I anticipated this. I anticipated, hey, I'm probably gonna feel like shit. You know, I have the biggest event of my life. Instead of 1 day, I made it 3 days. I made it 3 days because I wanted to push myself to my limit. Well, not my limit. I wanted to push myself to something that I've never pushed myself before. I wanted to ask my body and my mind to do more. I want to help more people. I want to be tested more. Hey, I asked for it. Not only did I add a couple days, but now I added a little cough, a little fever, a little less energy. And guess what? It doesn't even tickle me because I prepared for my worst case scenario. And even if I lose my voice, I'm prepared for it. I had a great talk with my mentor and friend Patrick Bet-David. I had a great talk with Grant Cardone. I had a great talk with Bobby Castro yesterday, who's worth probably $500 million in liquid almost. You know, and they gave me tips. When people that are almost billionaires, when the billionaire upstairs is giving me tips, there's no money that can buy that. You listen. That prepares you so well. That gives you so much confidence. Going right now to the gym to work out my legs. I hate working out legs. But I'm gonna work out legs anyways because legs are healthy. You know, working out your legs is one of the healthiest things you could do as a man. It gives you more testosterone. It gives you more energy. And also, you don't want to look like a guy with skinny legs. You don't want to have a big chest and big arms and have legs that look like the Victoria's Secret model legs. Not attractive for a guy. Not attractive for a guy. I've been there and I've done that. And I don't like skinny legs on the guy. Okay? I don't want to be the guy with the puny legs. Hey, my legs are still going to be skinny, but they're going to have some muscle. They're going to have a little bit of squeeze to them. I'm not going to have those skinny supermodel legs because I don't want them. I'm going to change everything that I don't like. And you know what? I'm going to do what I hate. I'm going to do what is uncomfortable. I'm going to confront. I'm going to push myself. I'm going to push myself to be great. I'm going to work more hours than everybody. I'm going to wake up earlier than everybody. I'm going to stay late. I'm going to sweat. I'm going to grind. I'm going to sleep because everybody has to sleep to recharge. But you know what? I'm going to execute. So when you prepare for the worst case scenario, nothing can stop you. Nothing. When you commit to your dreams and when you have that courage, nothing can stop you. And when you have a level of confidence, nothing is going to stop you. So, hope this message hit home for a lot of you. And if you are not where you want to be, fight for it. If you're not happy, change it. If you don't feel like working out, work out. If you don't feel like staying late at work, do it. And when you do that, all your dreams are going to come true. All of them. But if you're not willing to do that, if you're not willing to work hard like the boss, that's why you're not going to be the boss. That's why you're not going to be owner. That's why you're not going to get equity. When you don't prepare for a worst case scenario, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have a little challenge and you're going to quit like a little bitch. Like those little bitches that quit that I know personally, that quit, give up, and bitch like little babies, and then try to look for shortcuts. And instead of driving Ferraris, they drive shits. Okay? The only thing shits are good for and quitters are to flush them down the toilet. Don't be one of those people. Fight for your dreams. Have a good one.